The movement is now going into its second stage. I mean, the first stage was mainly about making the movement as big as possible with the 10 cities, with the big, huge demonstrations and marches. So now we're working on the movement itself in order to become a very influential movement that will watch our democracy, that will watch our government constantly and make sure that they go in the direction that we decided we want to go in. But I think for many years Israelis were filled with pessimism and hopelessness, thinking that there is no way to make a change here. The Israeli society is so divided. It's divided into many ethnical, religious, and class groups, which for a long time made us unable to stand together to make a change. So we were focusing on our security situation, and we were focusing on the hatred that we had among ourselves. And the capitalist, the neoliberalist system made us think only about our own house and home and our own family at the maximum, not seeing a community, not feeling like we're part of a community. And what happened to us during that summer was that we understood that we actually have a community, that this division between us is part of the past, that issues of right and left, of religion, of ethnicity are supposed to belong to the past now, and that we have to find to establish that common ground in order to fight for our future. And our connection with the government is broken. They don't hear what we say. They go and stand with a different ideology than what the people want. And when we say that people want social justice, the people demand social justice, we say we want to participate. We want to control our lives. We want to demand our future. And that's the struggle, and hope is a weapon here. Hope is what keeps us together. Well, I think social media is one of the keys, because at the moment our media, the old media or the mainstream media, is still controlled by those powers or forces that we're coming against, whether it's the government or the richest part of society that's controlling and involved in the regime. And one of the things we have to do as a society is to establish our free connections. We call it, an open code protest. It's about establishing our alternative ways to communicate among ourselves in order to demand that change, in order to already, we're not waiting for the government to give us the permission to start our future as a new society. We're already doing it. We work now on establishing our society from, that's what we want. And that's what we're actually doing. And they have to just come and join us. When people look at the Arab Spring, or when people look at the protests in Spain, in New York, in Greece, it seems, if you look at the reasons, it seems that people went to the streets for different reasons. Some went for unemployment, and some went for poverty, and some went because of dictatorships. But actually, in the end, what people say is, hello, this is modern society. Information runs so quickly from one country to another, from one person to another. It's easier for me to communicate with people in Africa or in the US than it is easy for me to communicate with my own government. And that's the gap. People think, as people, we're creating the bridges. But as the regimes, the people who stand at the top, there is no communication. Our governments are disconnected. We're controlled by forces that we're not even aware of, that we don't have any influence on. So I think as a global movement, what people demand is a new economy, is a new way of controlling things, new government, new forms of governments and of states. And it's going to take a long time. The past year has been amazing, and so many countries rose up and people understood that they have the power to make a change. And it fills me with hope to see this. But we still have a long, long process to go through, because making a revolution is not easy. And it's not a matter of, one summer or one spring. It's a matter of changing not only what our governments are doing, but the way we think, the way we see ourselves. We have to find our new economy. We have to find our new global society. And I think we're already doing it. This is just the beginning.